What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at an article that I found titled South Korea's sex ed gets backlash for being sexist and reinforcing gender stereotypes. Let's see if this is true. As you can see, we have a beautiful picture here. Very eloquent. I want to meet the artist who did that. Anyway, we love South Korea for their awesome skincare, yummy food, blah, 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 whatever. In March 2015, Korea's education ministry released the latest sex education curriculum guidelines for public schools, which were met with a lot of backlash, reported The Guardian. Here are some of the more incendiary statements from the guidelines that shocked people around the world when they first came out. Number one, women have to work on their appearance and men have to work on improving their financial abilities. True. Women's value comes from their appearance and youthfulness. Men's value comes from money and relationships and status. I don't see what's controversial about that. Number two, for men who spend a lot of money on dates, it is natural he would want to be compensated for the money spent. In such cases, avoided date rape can occur. Rape is not funny. Rape is never funny. Believe her. Me too. He would want to be compensated for the money. I mean, listen. If you spending money on something, you want something in return. That's an investment. When you invest in something, you expect later on for something to be returned back to you, to add value back to yourself. Number three, people of the opposite sex should not be alone together by themselves, especially if they're attractive. If I'm alone with an unattractive fucking female, that's fine. I'm not going to try to do anything. If she's attractive, then you might have to separate us unless you want some babies to be made. Number four, females sexually respond to one specific male, whereas males can have sexual intercourse extensively with women they're only sexually attracted to. True. What's controversial about this? This is basic science. Female sexual response to one, so they love one man, they like one man, they don't want many, unless you're a feminist. But then you lose, and the men who have sex with you win because you just leave without demanding a relationship. Whereas men can have sexual intercourse extensively with women they're only attracted to. True. Men don't have to love you to want to let one out. That's not a requirement for us. We don't have to even remotely like you. Anyway, number four. If women are sexually harassed in public transportation, they should step on the perpetrator's foot as if by mistake. I don't understand what exactly is controversial. If you sexually harassed in public transportation, yeah, defend yourself. I don't see anything wrong with this one. Number six, male sexual desire can arise quickly on impulse. Ooh, dangerous, toxic masculinity. So it's all right for them to express it regardless of time and place. I mean, hey, when the meat scepter get hard, the meat scepter gets hard. What do you want me to do? Punch it? No. It has a mind of its own. If it sees something it likes, it reacts. What do you want me to do? It's biology. Another beautiful picture here. She got some pancake titties. Disgusting. Damn, his dick kind of long. Okay. Let's read. Really, bro? Really? Really? The science is controversial? Really? Okay. These controversial guidelines had been receiving much criticism since it was introduced and actually developed after 2 years of planning. So 2 years of planning of science, and people are mad at it for what? The Korea Herald reported it also cost 600 million won for the manual to be prepared. But for more than 2 years since it was launched, people have been saying it is sexist. Science is sexist now, misleading, and spreads false. What's false information about females sexually respond to one specific male, whereas males can have sexual intercourse extensively with women they are only sexually attracted to? What's false about that? Everything within this statement, within this article, is true. Within this curriculum, sex ed curriculum, is true. All the complaints, the education ministry pulled down the curriculum from its website. Why? Why would you pull down science? I thought Asia was supposed to be all pro math and science and stuff. That's why they have great technological industry over there. I guess they're I guess they're adopting feminism more and more over there, I presume. They put on the curriculum from the website, which means that it was inaccessible to the public. However, NPR reported in 2017 that the same guidelines are still being used in schools to teach impressionable children who are required to take 15 hours to say, what do you mean impressionable? This is science. You should be teaching impressionable children facts. All this is teaching young Korean kids facts. Yeah, nice classroom, sleeping. Is she crying? She looks like she's crying. Get over it. There were a lot of complaints about what we had mentioned. An education ministry spokesman said to NPR, "For the past 2 years, we looked through the guidelines to see if there were any improvements to be made. None. It's 100% factual science biology. There's nothing wrong with it. But the result that we reached last September is that there is no particular official changes to be made. There should not be. We've recommended these guidelines to be followed this school year, 2017, as well. Although there have been pledges from the government that they will review these controversial guidelines in March, they're not going to review it because it's science. The current ones are still in use, and they did not say when there would be any new guidelines. There shouldn't be. Cho Myung-yeon, head of the ministry's Student Health Policy Department, said, revamping the guidelines isn't simple because it's science. No, because it requires an entire process like researchers. What is the scientist? What are what needs to be researched about this? Nothing. What are you gonna what's wrong with this? Researchers exchanging opinions. It is difficult to say whether the ones we come up with in 2015 were problematic. Look at these. Are these Korean SJWs? Do they have Antifa in Korea? I want to see that. Meanwhile, protesting teachers and parents are arranging for discussion groups and private lessons so that the students will be able to learn proper sex. This is proper. What's controversial about science? Men like many, women like one. Unless they've been taught some feminist mantra as though they can be frivolous with their bodies like men can and be okay. But whatever. What do you think of these guidelines? Let us know in the comments sections below. Anyway, guys, my final thoughts on this: Korea, don't change these guidelines. This is nothing but science. Women have to work on their appearance. They do. Their value is in their appearance. Men have to work on improving their financial capabilities. I don't see anything wrong with this. Do you guys see anything wrong with this? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Peace.